Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Southern Kentucky family and their community are heartbroken after a young boy loses his life from enjoying a game of basketball. And an impeachment trial for a former Commonwealth's attorney takes place at the state capitol.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
All right, good morning to you. It's Wednesday and it's almost 6:33 here. And it's raining outside, a bit dreary for the start of our Wednesday. And Brandon, I think I should tell our viewers, do as I say, not as I do, and actually take your rain jackets with you this morning.
Exactly.
Because
that is good advice.
Did not do that. But again, I think it's in the back of my car like everything else in my life.
So basically, the back door to your car is going to be the longest walk/run of your life this morning.
No, you're going to give me your umbrella. Yeah.
Nope.
Yes.
I'll rent it to you.
Rent it to me, $50,
right.
$50 a step.
$50 a minute.
A minute?
That's right.
I can't afford that.
I know you can.
I can give you about $5 for the whole thing.
Well, we can negotiate later.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll put it on the table.
Yeah, so there you go. Let's see what's going on this morning, and it's raining out there in some areas. Dakota might get lucky when he leaves the station. Might not be raining too bad here in Hazard. Let's go to live pinpoint Doppler radar, and you can see some heavier rain to our south this morning, kind of spreading in from the west to north as well. So again, we're just going to continue to watch that as we head toward the afternoon. Looking at Pikeville this morning, still looking fairly dry over there at US 119, US 23 near Pikeville Commons. 51 more warmer spots out there this morning as well. 53 in Prestonsburg is the warmest spot in the region. 41 in Wise is the coolest spot. 50s are coming fewer and far between by the minute. So the next dozen hours, if you're grabbing a donut to get yourself out the door, pretty stable temperatures. We're going to go down a little bit more than stabilize there in the low to mid 50s this afternoon. It's going to be a dreary day with clouds both for most of it, even though we're going to see some southwest winds. Not going to cause us a whole lot of help there this afternoon. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. A Southern Kentucky community is dealing with heartbreak after a young boy was killed in a freak accident while playing basketball. It happened outside of his home in Corbin on Monday. Eli Hill was just 8 years old. Well, the coroner says the backboard of the basketball goal fell on Eli, hitting him in the chest. He was taken to UK hospital where he died. But despite the tragedy, his parents say they know his heart of gold, as they call it, is still beating as Eli gave the gift of life.
It comes in waves. We can be fine for just a moment and then we break down, and we know that cycle's going to continue for a while.
The stages of grief no parent is ready for. Adam and Ashley Hill's hearts are shattered after losing their 8-year-old son, Eli.
He loved to play. He just wanted to play. He waited for his dad to come home every night at 6:30 so that he could get him, into a game of basketball, or they would make up games and play them.
The energetic boy was killed Monday in a freak accident while playing basketball at home. His family is overwhelmed with grief, but their faith is getting them through.
Eli was a believer. He's a believer in God. And if anything, they say there's no good can come out of this, but anything, if somebody is watching this, be a testimony to God. Take your kids to church. Take them to church. We took Eli to church.
The Hills Church shared this post about Eli. They say he was an active member in Vacation Bible School and Christmas Blaze. As much as he loved church, Eli loved his friends and sports.
Loved sports. He loved people. He had so many little friends. He has a best friend.
He's a best friend.
They're devastated. We feel so bad for them.
The coming days, weeks, and even months will be challenging for Eli's friends and family, but they take comfort knowing his legacy, and even a piece of him will live on by donating his organs.
We know that our most devastated moment is somebody else's answered prayer. Somebody got a call this morning or last night that there was a heart for them. And listen, they got the best heart. It was a golden heart. It is a golden heart. And we are just so proud that somebody else has his heart. And we hope that a little bit of him is carried with them.
That was Chad Hedrick reporting. The Hills want parents to know that you can never say I love you too much to your kids. Funeral arrangements for Eli have not yet been announced. An impeachment trial for a former Commonwealth's attorney accused of serious and unethical offenses took place at the state capitol yesterday. Ronnie Goldie was the Commonwealth's attorney for Bath, Rowan, Montgomery, and Menifee counties. He resigned amid accusations he did favors for a defendant. The allegations center around the contact between Goldie and defendant Misty Helton.
Doing favors in return for pictures, for nude pictures and videos. We're talking about the giving of remuneration money. We're talking about communications directly with that defendant. And for the non-lawyers on here, that is a problem. Obviously, when it's a civil case, it's a bigger problem. When it's a case of prosecution.
Ronnie Goldie was not in the committee room during opening statements and calling of witnesses several times. The chair asked if anyone would like to speak for him, and no one responded. The Senate committee acts as a jury with representatives serving as the prosecutors. An Eastern Kentucky native and the most recent American Idol was back in the bluegrass yesterday. At just 20 years old, he won the singing contest, and he's quickly become a superhero to many across the state. Our Olivia Calfee visited the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame in Rockcastle County, where Noah Thompson was honored in a special exhibit.
The Stars of Tomorrow exhibit is located inside of the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame in Renfro Valley, featuring Kentuckians who have made a recent impact in music. On Tuesday, Noah Thompson watched as his case in the exhibit was unveiled for the very first time, saying he never dreamed he would be in this position.
It's been a dream come true. Like, I just never expected in a million years I'd been able to do this in the first place, you know, so especially win American Idol.
The case displays an outfit that many saw on national television and can now see in person.
That whole outfit is the outfit I wore when I performed my first single I ever put out, and it was on American Idol. It's actually the outfit that I performed in the finale of the show.
Jessica Blankenship, the executive director of the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame, says Noah was at the top of their list when deciding who would be the next addition to the exhibit.
The board of directors, as well as myself, we basically go through a list of names and we try to pick out people that are unique to Kentucky. So I basically present a list of names for folks and to kind of complete this year. And so Noah was at the very top because he had just won American Idol.
But she adds that his character was what stood out the most.
Just seeing his humbleness and just his kind-hearted, and talking to people that are from Lawrence County, they told me what a positive impact that he has made on that community. So we wanted to kind of capture on that.
Thompson says he cannot say exactly what the future holds, but he plans to continue making the people of Kentucky proud.
I've been in Nashville the past couple months. I've been writing every day, and we got a bunch of shows coming up. We get to we're doing a show pretty soon, get to open up for Luke Combs, so that's going to be really exciting. And we're playing CMA Fest this year.
Like a 10-foot Christmas tree,
Well, that was Olivia Calfee reporting. If you'd like to see Noah's case in the exhibit and visit the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame, it's open daily from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The museum staff told Olivia the exhibit will be up for 1 year.
Almost 6:41. We're still tracking some heavier bands of rain this morning across our region over the last few hours, and they're moving in and out. So again, just be ready for that as we head deeper into the daytime hours. US 119 up on top of Whitesburg Pine Mountain. A little wet this morning, so take care as you're heading across. Haven't seen any fog just yet. Keep an eye out for that as well. Temperatures continue to fall. We're into the mid-40s down in Williamsburg and Middlesboro right now. Low 50s in Jackson and Moorhead and Irvin. 51 in Pikeville. 53 still our warm spot over there in Prestonsburg. 41 the cool spot in Wise this morning. So your out-the-door forecast is going to feature, again, some rain chances off and on throughout the day. I think they'll start to taper off this afternoon, and temperatures will rebound back into the mid-50s a little bit later today. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, it might soon be time to roll up your sleeves for yet another COVID booster shot if you're part of the older or immunocompromised population. Stay with us. We'll be right back.